Hey everyone, today we're diving into another important topic. You have a choice to make. Do you want to sit back and revert to the person you used to be? No, this is what it takes. It requires dealing with misunderstandings from others, people who will never truly grasp it because they are not David Goggins. That's just how it is. For me, everything has to be about learning. Everything has to be deeply ingrained in my life. No matter where I am, my focus has to be present. It's a tough path where failure is inevitable. You will find yourself doubting your abilities, telling yourself you're not good enough. The key is how you push past that, how you overcome it every single day. That voice in your head will whisper, "Man, I'm 43, I've already done so much." But that's when you start getting too comfortable. Your fridge is full, money is coming in, you're no longer struggling, and suddenly, you think you're done. You start believing that nonsense, retirement, slowing down, taking it easy. But I refuse to buy into that. At 43, I'm still running 100-mile weeks, still doing thousands of pull-ups and push-ups because I won't allow myself to become complacent. The worst thing that can happen to a man is becoming civilized. You lose that fire, that hunger, you start thinking, "I'm good." No, you're not. You have never truly arrived. That's just how my mind works. Maybe you think differently, but I believe you have to strive to be exceptional, even among the exceptional. Too many people out there are disorganized. They say, "Where's my motivation?" Meanwhile, their minds are cluttered. How can you install discipline in a chaotic mind? You have to find the right places for discipline, for consistency, for mental strength. If your life is disorganized, your mind will follow. One tiny distraction can throw everything off balance. People don't understand this. That's why I meditate 2 hours every night. I reset my mind, I reorganize my thoughts, just like cleaning out a garage. Everything needs to be in its rightful place. When I wake up, I'm ready. I've studied the dark recesses of the mind, the same way Stephen Hawking studied the universe. That's how deeply I analyze my own mentality. People get it wrong all the time. They ask, "David, can you help me?" But I can't save everyone. There's too much cookie-cutter advice out there. Wake up early, take cold showers, follow a routine. Sure, those things have value, but they don't address the deeper issue. Our minds are like garages packed with clutter. If you don't clear out the mess, you can't fit anything new in there. That's why people fail. They start with discipline but fall off because their minds are overloaded. It's like a circuit breaker. It can only handle so much before it blows. I talk so much about clearing space in your mind because that's the foundation for discipline. When I was in school, I struggled. In 3rd grade, they wanted to put me in special education because I was so far behind. Back then, ADHD wasn't something you just got medication for. They wanted to write me off completely. But I refused. I never took medication. I fought through it. And that's why I don't have sympathy for people who say they can't focus. Sure, some conditions are severe, but for many, the truth is they just haven't trained their minds properly. That's where my message gets lost. People hear me swear, they see my intensity, and they think I'm just being aggressive, but this is my reality. Every single day I fight to be the best version of myself. Nothing about this is easy. I see people coasting through life and it would be so simple for me to do the same. But that's not who I am. When I speak, my passion rises because I relive my struggle. This is not just motivation. This is survival. I train myself not to be soft. People worry about little inconveniences. "Oh no, I can't run today." So what? I'll swim. I'll learn something new. I'll adapt. Life can take things from you in an instant, and I've always prepared for that next chapter. I practice something called front-loading. When I was younger, I was filled with self-doubt. I thought I wasn't good enough. But the moment I snapped out of that mindset, I realized how much I could accomplish if I just pushed myself. I became my own source of motivation. That's why by 47 I've done so much, because I don't wait. I don't assume I have time. My military resume is packed. I've made money, broken records, completed the toughest races in the world. So when bad times come, I don't panic. I've already built the foundation. I have the discipline, the resilience, the self-respect. I know exactly who I am. You can't find yourself by sticking to what you're good at. If all you do is bench press, what are you learning? If you only swim, what are you discovering? People say, triple down on your strengths. That's weak. You have to attack your weaknesses. That's where real growth happens. That's why I don't waste time talking about good times. You already know how to enjoy yourself. What you don't know is how to push through the suffering. That's what I teach. Because the reality is, 90% of life is hard. Only 10% is easy. Even people who seem to have everything still have demons they haven't faced. I'm not special, I just stopped ignoring that voice in my head. People ask, "David, Do you believe in God? You swear so much. I tell them I'm just being real. If I cleaned up my language, it wouldn't be authentic. My life was a brutal struggle and I won't pretend otherwise. Happiness is easy, it comes naturally. But the dark times? That's where the real work happens. People wonder how I went from not being able to read to writing books. Simple. I studied my pain. I didn't run from it. When I was a kid, I stuttered. I was bullied. I watched my mother get abused. I used to come home and cry. But eventually, I made a choice. I started analyzing my suffering, taking notes, figuring out how to get stronger. That's what it takes. You have to be willing to confront the darkness, to embrace the struggle. If you do that, you'll come out the other side unstoppable. And one last thing, stop looking for motivation in others. Stop waiting for someone to push you. Nobody's coming to save you. You are your own hero. If you want greatness, demand it from yourself every single day.